Welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Today we're checking out a Lexington pontoon boat model 517. What's your name?
Cody?
All right, Cody, let's take a tour of the new boat. Okay, so this is the Lexington 517 pontoon boat with a 60 horse Suzuki motor and a bunker trailer. It does have surge brakes, which means if you hit your brakes hard, that pressure on the tongue will cause the brakes on the trailer to engage. So that helps, especially if something interesting happens. These trailers are bunker trailers. You can drive it right on there and you can see the two stops at the front, so you know when you're there. Most pontoon boats are on bunker trailers. The boat does have full side panels. Actually, those panels go all the way around the boat, and that's good protection, especially if you have smaller kids on the boat. This is powered by a 60 horse 4-stroke Suzuki motor. It's one of the quietest motors I've ever heard. And you also see the ladder to get in and out of the boat. This is the old boat they traded in. They don't need this on the lake, so they went to a pontoon boat when they moved. And now we see we're up on the deck. There are two seats up in the bow area, the front of the boat, to fish off of. Has a very nice console. You see there is a lounge area in the back and a very nice captain's chair on this boat. The boat is really laid out in a nice way, so Keith and Kat will have this in the backyard of their house on Lake Heritage in Gettysburg. So this is a really nice boat to use on that particular lake. The panel and the gauges are very typical. We'll have speed, we'll have RPMs, gas, etc. There's a switch panel to control all the lights, and it does meet all the Coast Guard requirements for traveling as far as lighting, etc. So they can haul this anywhere they want and use it in navigable waters. There is storage underneath the console, not large enough for a porta potty, but there is a lot of storage under there that would remain dry. And we also see under the lounge seats there's storage. So there's storage under that seat, and then the seat that's not open is where the battery is located and the electric switch, the main cutoff switch. The gas tank is outside of the deck. That's new on the newer boats, so that's down there in that third trough by the motor. But you can fish off of this boat, as I mentioned earlier. There is a live well. There's plenty of cup holders, so if you're partying on this boat, there's places to put the drinks down, especially, you know, if there's some waves or something, you don't want them spilling all over. There is a live well, so you get a shot of that. So this boat's going to really work well for them. It does have a top for it to provide shade when you're out there. Okay, so the boat is now on Heritage Lake, and Captain Keith is going to take it out for a test ride. So the first thing he's doing is turning on the electronics. So he does have a Garmin GPS chart plotter, an official VHF marine radio. So it takes a couple minutes for all this to load up and the chart plotter to find the satellites that it uses to determine speed and those types of areas. It's also a depth finder, so it tells you how deep the water is. You can see it's a couple feet underneath the boat right now. It is pumping water. That motor, you can barely tell when it's on because it's so quiet, so you actually have to physically look to see. So now we're gonna back the boat out, or Keith is gonna back the boat out, turn it around, and head out his canal into the lake to run the boat. So you can see how this boat performs with the 60 horse 4-stroke Suzuki motor. Okay, so he's got the boat headed in the right direction. Gonna crack open something to drink there. And He's got a really short run out to the lake, so it's not a real long run to make. He tends to not run this area with a wake. You don't want to mess up the boats and the docks that are there, so he's very courteous as far as running out of the canal into the lake. Okay, so now he's in the lake, so he's going to start ramping up the speed. You can see he's pushing it up to about 5,500 RPMs, and it's moving along at a rather quick pace. It looks like it's about 15 knots or so, which is a little over 16 miles an hour. So it really does do a nice job. Now, and at 16 knots, it's really nice to go scurfing behind this boat. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. Also, ring that bell and you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That also helps. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Thanks for watching.